Overthinking. Overthinking isn't about thinking too much. It's about getting stuck in a cycle of worry and doubt. It's when you replay situations in your head, second-guess yourself, and focus on everything that could go wrong. It doesn't solve anything. Instead, it leaves you mentally drained and unable to move forward. But once you understand why it happens, it's easier to take back control. A lot of overthinking comes from the fear of making a mistake. You play out every possible scenario in your head, trying to predict the perfect outcome. But the harder you try, the more overwhelmed you feel. The truth is, no choice is ever completely perfect, and waiting for perfection often keeps you from acting at all. Sometimes, you just need to make a decision and trust that you'll figure it out as you go. As Teddy Roosevelt said, "In any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing is the wrong thing, and the worst thing you can do is nothing." Taking action, even if it's imperfect, is always better than being stuck. For example, you're trying to decide between two job offers. You've gone over all the pros and cons, but you're stuck in what-ifs scenario. What if you make the wrong choice? What if you regret it later? Instead of waiting for the perfect answer, go with the option that feels most in line with your values. Remind yourself that any choice you make can be adjusted or corrected down the line. Progress comes from moving forward, not from standing still. Another reason we overthink is the need to control every outcome. We want to avoid surprises or mistakes, so we obsess over details, trying to prepare for anything that might go wrong. But no matter how much we plan, life will always have unexpected twists. Learning to focus on what you can control and letting go of the rest can make a huge difference. As Epictetus once said, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." Recognizing what you can't control is not a weakness, it's wisdom. For example, you're texting someone you like and you overthink every message. You rewrite your responses multiple times, analyze their typing speed, and worry about whether an emoji will change the tone. If they take a while to reply, you start imagining the worst. Maybe they're losing interest, maybe you said something wrong. Instead of trying to control every part of the conversation, just be yourself. Send the message, keep it natural, and let things flow. Overanalyzing won't change the outcome, but it will make you more anxious for no reason. But sometimes overthinking happens because there are just too many choices. When you're overwhelmed with options, it's hard to know where to start and you end up doing nothing at all. Simplifying your options and focusing on what feels most meaningful can help you break through. As Steve Jobs said, deciding what not to do is as important as deciding what to do. Narrowing your focus helps you make better choices and take action. For example, you want to start a new hobby but can't decide what to try. You look into painting, writing, and learning an instrument, but you're so caught up in researching and comparing that weeks pass and you still haven't started anything. Instead of aiming for the perfect choice, go with the option that excites you most and just start. You can always change your mind later, but taking that first step will move you closer to finding something you enjoy. The only way and best way to stop overthinking is to act. You don't need to have everything figured out to take the next step. Start small, focus on what's in your control, and don't let the fear of mistakes hold you back. As Johann Wolfgang von Goethe once said, "Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it." Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. The moment you start, you begin to break free from overthinking. Progress comes from action, not from thinking about every possible outcome. So the next time you catch yourself spiraling, pause, take a breath, and remind yourself, it's better to move forward imperfectly than to stay stuck waiting for perfection.